gonna be a short starting screen because it's after 7 already. We've already got stuff in the chat, so let's just get right into it. Where's my scene at? There it is. Hopefully this is correct now. Nope, it's not. Where are you?
I am in the ether. You can hear my voice, but you cannot see my face. My dog's
The stupid Discord pop-up. There it is. Oh my gosh, man. I swear to Christ, this thing is fucking it's bubblegum, dude. Like holding this shit together with bubblegum right now. Stay on top.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Bubblegum.
Oh, it's actually gonna. Oh my god, that sucks. I can't like. Your pop-up is huge, taking up most of my screen. I can't hide you behind my thing because it'll actually fucking hide the whole thing.
It was smaller. It was smaller than your screen last time. It was just a little bit smaller.
Fine.
Oh, because you remember you
Yeah,
you did. There you go.
But still, yeah, I mean, the pop-up window is blocking the Streamlabs window on my. You can't see you can't see this stuff, but I can. It drives me crazy. Diane Simp 9000, welcome into the podcast. We also had another follower, Tubesass. Tubesass.
Yeah.
Followed a day ago while I was not here. Yeah, and we're right into it. I normally have a starting screen that was gonna, and it's just I've been setting everything up, and I still don't have everything set up. Son of a bitch. Probably gonna bluesy like it. No, you may still be there. I don't know.
No, I'm still here. I have a body. I finally left the ethereal realm, and I'm not going back. This body is mine now. I told Eli, this body isn't big enough for the both of us.
I log in. I forgot my sound alerts weren't working last week, and I was actually on a plan to get that all fixed, but it didn't quite work. So. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it live, and I am on one right now. I've already told Eli. I've been set off. I'm already at like a 9.5 already. Like I'm gonna hit 10 pretty fucking soon. Okay, let me test sound alerts here. I don't know. Let me try.
I had to do something with Stream Elements called part. I had to part from my account and then re-log back into my account.
I don't have sound alerts on this scene. That's why it doesn't work.
Oh.
Browser source? It is, right? Sound alerts. Try again. It works! I got it! Son of a bitch. Hell yeah, let's go. So I've also got the Tangia thing going too. Nice. I wish I could. I need to figure out a way to adjust the volume on all these things because that's why I'm not playing. I wasn't playing my intro music because I can't figure out how to adjust that song. I guess I have to adjust the song in the file.
We got noise, boys.
Right, so there's that. That's working. Gotta make sure all this stuff is freaking logged in or whatever. I think that's everything, and I can probably move Stream Elements back over. Fuck yeah! There we go. And yeah, now the Tangia thing's working. I think should be. Right. Pretty close.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
I had the wrong thing. Of course I did. All right, well, good enough. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna restart the podcast. Check this out right here. You guys are we're just gonna restart. Watch. Where is it? Right here. All right, guys. Look right here.
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, that was cool. I never noticed Will Smith in there. Was Will Smith always doing that before the Flash thing?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, it's a different redeem.
That is fucking awesome.
It's a different redeem. All right, welcome to the Intelligent Aces podcast, episode number 7. Alongside me, yet again, my co-host, a whole block and a half away, Ellipticus _ Eli is in the chat and in the we're talking to each other. Yeah, that's what the fucking word I'm looking for. Shit.
Aloha. I'm in the casino.
Lucky number 7. Yeah, you got the casino background. I have a casino background somewhere. I can put it on, but I like the little black and red. Abstract
I
art.
bet you I should have got a black and red one.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. In the house.
Lucky
He's not
number
actually
7.
He's not actually in the house tonight. He's in his own house. He's not actually in my house tonight because he doesn't want to walk the block and a half to the house.
Well, I've actually on Thursdays I've been doing family dinner night. I didn't want to say no to family dinner.
You picked a terrible night for family dinner night.
I didn't.
You picked a terrible night. It's podcast night. Shit.
Trying to make
tell your family to reschedule.
I was thinking about that, and then this guy who takes care of his grandma, I follow on Facebook. He's got some pretty funny reels. The grandma passed away, and I seen the last video, and I was like, "Fuck that! I need to spend more time with my family."
Yeah, man. No, it's totally understandable. I'm just fucking with you. I did fix the chicken again tonight. I think the last time you was here, I fixed that beer battered chicken.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
My mom made chicken fajitas with all the fixings, homemade rice, Mexican-style rice, and homemade refried beans. It was pretty good.
Stuff on my hat. So, I was noticing as I was trying to look center into the camera, I guess I bend my hat bill crooked because now when I look, it feels like it's on straight. When I look in the camera, it's definitely crooked.
Yeah, if you ever want to know if you have a lopsided head, just look at the shape of your bill because it slowly shapes to your head.
Well, I think it's because
just fucking around.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm pretty sure I probably have a lopsided head. It's in my pants. Heyo.
Heyo.
Heyo. So man, what's new? What's been going on?
So, something I wanted to talk about, which just fucking blew my mind.
Let's hear it.
And this is gonna transcend the world of gaming and go into the world of science fiction becomes science fact. So Doom, as we know, Doom is a classic game. I think everyone recognizes right away. One of the most remarkable afterlife games of any game. From still thriving modding and speedrunning scenes to the meme slashing mission of getting this running on any and all technology available to human. You've seen pregnancy tests, you've seen the Lego brick, the potatoes, the engineers who got it going on a 1 million watt chip while somberly telling us what serious business is. Now, time for some cell shading. Lauren Ramlam is a biology PhD student at MIT, and for the final project...
What was her name? What was that name?
Lauren Ramlam.
Oh, I thought you said Ramlam.
Ramlam.
Ooh, Blackberry, Ramalam.
Okay.
So go ahead.
That caught me off guard. That really caught me off guard. Is a biology student, PhD student at MIT, and for the final project of the synthetic
look who's
biology
attempting some
course,
virtual fireworks.
had one big idea. Let's get Doom displaying via gut bacteria. Ramlam's written report briefly outlines the history of Doom running on various things, blah, 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 before coming in inescapable of question of whether or not biological systems might be engineered to host this classic millennial FPS. Millennial FPS, Ramlam admits that running Doom on such cells would be a gargantuan task, but within the Doom runs on everything culture, simply getting the game displayed on a given device's screen is considered a success. That's kind of funny. You can even get Doom to work on a screen.
So here what we're saying is Doom is literally going to be in your DNA.
They used bacteria. Essentially, it was a 2020 proof. So it was proof of concept E. coli digital display, essentially making the cells function as pixels on a 32 by 48 black and white display. The theory is relatively understandable. Visually compress Doom's frames and then replicate with which pixels are on and which pixels are off and approximate those frames via fluorescing bacteria. The only bottleneck Ramlam's project had is a fairly major one. So there is a problem. It's not like we can just start playing Doom in our stomach tomorrow. The bacteria do this relatively slow. And after generating each quote-unquote frame, like, thousands of frames per second, hundreds of frames per second in modern games. So there is significant lag time for the cells to return to the starting state and be able to get to the next frame. So Ramlam...
Ooh, Black Betty.
Has it working, has the display working, so if you want to play Doom on E. coli bacteria, because of how long it takes for each frame to load, it takes approximately 600 years to play the game. But the fact that you can get E. coli...
Which is still slightly faster than the original Doom on PC.
Which will save you some time. That's fucking hilarious. Oh. I just blew my mind. It's halfway through the article, I was like, oh, I knew it was clickbait. And It's not a clickbait site. It was a PC Gamer. It's PC Gamer, and it was not a clickbait site. And halfway through it, I'm like, I'm getting ready. They're setting it up like it was going to be, it doesn't. No, just kidding. It was just a clickbait article. But no, it literally, you could play feasibly. You could put any picture you want back into bacteria, and bacteria would be able to display it.
I still like the lady's name. Ooh, Black Betty, Ramlam.
Ramlam. Yo, country boy.
Yeah, what's up, country boy? Welcome in. I didn't want to interrupt Eli again. The Black Betty. I had to do the Black Betty. You said Ramlam. That's immediately what came to my head.
Yo, I've been saving this. Ever since I read this, I was like, I put it in Discord just so that I could have something to talk about.
Nice.
Like, I got something.
Nice.
Got something this Thursday, and it has nothing to do with StarCraft 2, the best video game ever made for PC. I didn't even bring that up this time.
I don't even know if that's a game or not. I don't believe you. Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
StarCraft 2?
Doesn't ring any bells.
Oh. Banger.
Did you watch? I watched the Sony State of Play.
Oh yeah.
It dropped a bunch of cool games coming out this spring. Even like Stellar Blade's coming out, and it's going to be a PC exclusive. Or I'm sorry, a PS PlayStation 5 exclusive, which breaks my fucking heart. Honestly, that means I'm probably going to have to buy a PS5 because so they've got the Stellar Blade, which is the hot chick in a bodysuit killing big monsters with a sword, right? Everybody's pissed off about because women's body stand. Women don't actually look like that. And then like the studio put out a picture of the model they use. It looks exactly like the girl in the game. They're like, women don't really look like that in real life. And like, here's a real life woman that actually looks like that.
That's great.
And everybody was all pissy. And I've been watching.
Their wings.
Yeah, I've been watching a bunch of stuff about that game today. And apparently, like last year before last, or something. One of the there's a couple feminists that actually worked in the company and they bitched about the character, and then like the company fired him. Like, nah, but you don't need to fucking work here. So anyway, so hopefully they're gonna stick with it. We'll see. It's Sony. Sony's has bought the rights to it now. They also have announced Rise of the Ronin, I think is what it's called.
Oh yeah,
That game looks really cool too.
It looks really, really good. It's got
Really good.
like, what is that? Ghost of Tsushima. You were waiting for the release for, date for that this year, and I'd say that looks like it's right on par with that level of. I mean, it would look pretty fucking badass, bro.
They announced that. They announced a few other games. Nothing. I mean, there's a couple
other
of
game that we played the beta. That one's
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones is.
I haven't seen. I thought it was supposed to come out yet, but I haven't seen. It's a Ubisoft game, which Ubisoft is
not going to be just the ships. There's going to be walking around. It looks.
All right, I want to see gameplay before I go out and buy it, because if it's actually walking around more like I guess like an updated Sea of Thieves looking, like a little bit more modern Sea of Thieves looking game, then I definitely would be in.
My buddy's a Ubisoft partner, and he got a handful of free copies to give away to his followers. And,
so that's where I recognized their ass from. No, Stellar Blade looks really good. Country Boy, we're doing fantastic, man.
How are you doing?
So, and then Kojima come out and they announced Death Stranding 2 to the 6 people that played that Death Stranding 1 because no one cares. And then at the very end of that, Kojima teased that after Death Stranding 2 comes out, he's going to start working on a new action espionage title for Sony, which means that he finally is going to bring Metal Gear to... He's going to do a Metal Gear-like game, basically. Like, Sony bought him, like, basically gave him a studio and give him all this money and shit and all this free reign after he left Konami. And then he's produced Death Stranding 1 and now Death Stranding 2. Like I said, I didn't play it. Didn't seem any interesting to me at all. Not really. Some people liked it. I didn't care. So Death Stranding 2, don't care about either. The action espionage game, I'm curious. We'll see, because it's.
What was the name of the action espionage game?
It's not titled yet.
Oh, okay.
He just announced that they were going to make one. So he is the creator of the Metal Gear franchise. Like, he came up with that concept or whatever. When he left Konami kept the rights to the game. So he doesn't actually have the rights to Metal Gear anymore, but he did create the actual storyline.
Dang. So being Elvis, but not being able to sing any of your songs.
Yeah. It's being the Beatles and then Michael Jackson buying all of your albums.
Yeah. Only new songs are allowed. Sorry about that. Oh, they're dead?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So anyway, the state of play, and there's a couple other games. I don't think nothing else really stood out to me or jumped out at me.
Michael Jackson bought the fossil for the Elephant Man too. That was like a big controversy, and I didn't know about the Elephant Man, but apparently it's like a real skeleton that like went around in freak shows, and that's all I gotta say about that.
So we touched on this last week. I'll go ahead and bring this up too. We touched on how tech has been releasing or basically letting.
Oh my gosh, we cursed the tech industry with our brief little touch on this, and in the last week, there's a whole segment of the tech industry wondering what the fuck they're gonna do with their lives. I bet you. There's a lot of people looking for jobs. I mean, I don't know what this... Like, it can't be that huge of a fucking industry. That many people laid off. I imagine there's, like, a lot of people out there, like, wondering about, like...
Well,
I don't know.
So this is the tech industry. And the crazy part... Okay, so... It's not just video games companies. They're saying 6,000 jobs across publishers, developers, and other video game-related companies. That includes tech... And like some video game like websites and stuff like that have been losing a lot of revenue because. And here's the thing, honestly, people just aren't buying their shit no more. And I don't know, man. I don't know if they're pricing themselves out of jobs. I don't know what they're doing. If they're going to send a lot of this work overseas now to like an India type deal or whatever that's going to produce and animate for cheap, and that's why they're getting rid of these people. Because you got a lot of whiny ass Silicon Valley bitches complaining that they don't have enough flavors of iced lattes or whatever the fuck in the break room or whatever it is. I mean, that could be it. It could just be that the actual. I say that it's not in decline. It can't be. We've seen record numbers of game sales. Still yet, like fucking.
Who did Microsoft buy?
Activision and Blizzard.
Blizzard. And Blizzard was working on a survival game that got scrapped, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, that was a huge chunk of people. It's possible Microsoft has either got their own survival game in the works and just didn't see the fiscal reality of releasing 2. I mean, that's a lot of people to get fired. But I mean, you're working on and like I actually read a story about that. The lady, went to school. Her dream job, her whole life was to work at Blizzard. She finally got the interview. She got the job. She moved across the country to live in California and started working on her dream job project, a game that she was super passionate about. And 4 months later, she got laid off after buying a house in California. And I was like, the worst part of that whole story isn't really getting laid off. It's the fact moving that to California? You're in California debt now. Yeah. It's not like debt in the middle of North Dakota or South Dakota, or like, I bought a house and I own property. Like, no. It's like some of the highest fucking inflated prices around, like, and I'm sure she's like in one of the ritzy areas because I'm sure that's where Blizzard headquarters was. But I feel bad for those people because it's their lives,
So this is showing across all different, so this is a studio, Unity software, cut 25% of staff.
Is Unity those people that were gonna try to charge people to use their stuff?
I think so.
Oh well,
sounds right.
They had that one coming.
Yeah, the large.
And who was the guy who said gamers are just gonna have to get used to not owning their games?
That was Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
they should be on that fucking list
Ubisoft.
too. Or they should be on the list,
true.
but it just say one person. It should be that fucking guy.
Well, so Twitch has already laid off 500 people. This Playtica, don't know what the hell that is.
Discord.
Discord's laying off people. Lost Boys. So there's all these different it's not just video game companies, it's other tech things. COVID bloat could be it, but here's the thing, man. I honestly think I don't. So there's a lot of people. And you hear this almost every year now. Somebody's bitching about crunch, right? And they're like, "Oh man, we worked crunch," which is so when a game gets close to being released, they go through what's called crunch, right? And so they'll work sometimes 100 hours in a row or so, some crazy amount of hours and shit like that. And everybody's bitches about it. and then the companies that promote the crunch, they're always villainized. But yet people still buy the games anyway. They don't just not buy the games. They just well, they're a bad company, blah blah, because they do crunch or whatever. Well, it's if you're doing something that you want to get out and I don't know. Things happen. I understand. Shit happens or whatever. But if you set a timeline to release a game, hit the fucking timeline. Unless a fucking earthquake happened and your studio is flooded, or you had to turn all your computers upside down or some dumb shit like that. Hit your fucking deadline. Like I said, understand shit happens. People get sick. Shit happens. I get it.
You run into problems.
You plan around that.
Glitches.
But these people are oh yeah, we'll get the game done in 3 weeks. Well, you sure it's probably the last game was 5 years? Yeah, no, 3 weeks we'll get it done. And then 5 years later they finally get it, and then they bitch about crunch and stuff like that. So like I said, could be a totally legit thing. Could be a company trying to take advantage of employees. I can see that happening too. But
I think it's both. It's probably
but I mean
it's the studio's job to make sure that there's a timeline for multiple reasons. And I think the biggest one's going to be budget. And if you let these artists, it's just like the movie industry. If you let these passionate people, no reins on these passionate people, and you just let them go, they can create masterpieces. But a lot of times it's not going to be focused. It's not going to be on time. It's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be the output that a corporation technically needs. And so. Yeah. If you let these artistic types go crazy, go wild, your deadlines will keep getting pushed out, your budget will keep growing, and just like a lot of great movies that we find out about never made it to the big screen, they ran out of a budget. Or they hit so many internal obstacles that it just never made it to completion. And that's the case. I think Riot Games can get the fuck out of here. They got some bullshit ass shit on my computer. I can't fucking get off my computer, and I'm fucking angry about it. I need more people on that Riot Games list.
Microsoft, 1,900 people.
Yeah.
But okay, that's the Activision. So yeah, on January 25th, IGN and The Verge first reported that Microsoft was laying off 1,900 people across its various gaming businesses, including Xbox, Activision, Blizzard, ZeniMax. Approximately 8.6% of Microsoft's gaming workforce will lose their jobs, as explained in an internal email from Xbox boss Phil Spencer, obtained by IGN and The Verge. Okay, so here's the thing. Indie games are fucking blowing up. They're the biggest thing right now. Like AAA games, like there hasn't been a lot of AAA games. Like obviously, like Call of Duty is still making fucking bank just because people are dumb. Like I don't understand why you keep playing that rehash shit. Like I honestly, like I played Modern Warfare 2 when it came out. I enjoyed it. Activision pulled some bullshit, and I was like, nah, fuck that. But now I'm off of it. But other than that, like, there's not a lot of AAA games that are just coming out and blowing everybody away. You've got Pal World, an indie game. Ready or Not came out a month ago, an indie game. You've got these indie games coming out that are actually doing it. So these people that are getting laid off, go make your own game. Go make an indie game. Don't rely on these corporate fucks that are going to fire you because they don't care about you. Go make your own game. If you make a good enough game, it'll sell. You go and make a crap game, it's not going to sell, and you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. Take responsibility. Yeah, the day before. So the day before, but that was just a lying, like, well, I don't know. They overpromised to what it was, and like that, I don't think they just didn't have the ability to actually produce what they wanted to produce.
Starfield is a perfect example.
Yeah,
20
Starfield.
fucking years to make that fucking piece of shit game.
Yeah.
There's two other games that are literally better than Starfield that came out way before Starfield. No Man's Sky.
Okay, so No Man's Sky went
Outer
through
Limits or Outer Worlds or something like that.
No Man's Sky went through the same shit that Starfield is. Fucking 10 years ago. Why didn't Bethesda learn from that? Like, so they came out, they way over.
Almost better. I played them both. Starfield is on the bottom of that list.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, so
it was hyped up too. It has a lot to do with it.
When No Man's Sky first came out, they overpromised a lot of stuff, and since then they have worked and they have grinded on that game, and it is awesome. It's an awesome game now. Really, I've got 100 and something hours. I haven't touched it in a while, but like I've got over 100 and something hours in that game, and it was fun. Like they made it fun. But Starfield,
and it's multiplayer. You can run into other people. Like.
Well, that was the thing. Like, it took a long time to get that, but yeah, it took a long time to get multiplayer or whatever. So a lot of the stuff in Starfield that was touted to me was like, oh, the shipbuilding or whatever. It's like that's it. You literally just see your ship in a cutscene. You don't actually ever get to do anything with your ship. You can't actually fly your ship. You
can fly your ship in space.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It looked ugly to me. Wasn't ever interesting.
Super fun.
So Bethesda, Bethesda's on my shit list. Fuck Bethesda. That's another game company. I'm never gonna buy games from them anymore. Fuck them. Star Citizen. Well, there's another one. Star Citizen is a scam.
I don't think I played Star Citizen.
No, you haven't because it's not out. It's raised over $500 million in like Kickstarter shit or whatever, but it's not actually ever been it's not ever been officially released. And the things they keep adding to it is like fucking DLC ships and stuff. You can buy a ship for $100 fucking or whatever DLC money, and then play it in our beta game because they've never actually released the fucking game. It's horse shit. They should refund every fucking dime that they've ever spent on that fucking game.
Saying $5.5 million for a game that didn't even get released.
$500 million.
Oh, $500 million?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not as bad.
It's like the largest crowdfunding thing ever.
Wow.
It's stupid. And this is over like 10 years, and they've never ever released the game. So that's horseshit too. And that brings us to the next topic. Let me find my fucking picture here. I put a picture up. Where'd it go? So.
Oh god, there's a drunk lady wandering around the slot area screaming. If you can hear her in the background, I'm sorry, guys.
I can't.
Security's gonna come get her soon. She is going from every person on the slot machines behind me, going from person to person, begging for change.
Rest in peace, Rocksteady. December 2004 to January 2024. This is Rocksteady Games has committed suicide. Squad. They've committed Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad released yesterday, January 30th, to 0 good reviews. Nobody likes this game. Their early access has already come out. They've already pulled it from early access, I think twice or 3 times now, according to some of these articles or whatever. They completely shit all over the Arkham universe. Yeah, nobody actually wants this game. So Rocksteady is they've officially committed Suicide Squad. And right here, review. Suicide Squad, kill the live service. I played the game for 1.8 hours. Keep in mind, I didn't and probably never will finish this game. I decided to stop before I ran out of time to refund it. Yeah, and it looks like shit too. I've saw some videos.
$70?
Yeah. And it's a live service game, which means you're gonna have to buy DLC outfits and all this other bullshit. And there was like a side by side of like the old Arkham games versus this new one, and like it looks way worse from a game that came out 10 years ago to the game that come out today. It graphically looks way worse. Suicide Squad is a dumb fucking premise for leading a game. Considering they have, okay, so they made a good Batman game, right? In the Arkham series. And then DC decided to not do any of their other fucking superheroes to lead a fucking game. They've done nothing else. No Superman, no Flash, no Green Lantern, no Wonder Woman.
That'd be so cool to play a Superman game, like flying around like Dragon Ball Z, just flying around.
And it could be done. Everybody's like, well, Superman's too superpowered. It could be done. It could be done.
Give the people what they want.
But here they are. They come out with a Suicide Squad bullshit, and exactly. They were the James Gunn. But here's the thing. The James Gunn one didn't make as much money as the first one, and the first one was fucking terrible. I looked this up a couple weeks ago. The first one made like $700 million or some shit. Suicide Squad 2 made like 400. Like, it didn't make as much. It is... And, okay. I've prepared another screen. Let me pull this one up.
Wow, Warner Brothers is somehow... people are saying that Warner Brothers is editing the internet of Suicide Squad early release reviews. And in the midst of editing... Like, whole threads on Reddit are disappearing, and within moments, brand new ones with only positive comments are appearing, I guess people are saying. As well as, in the middle of all this controversy, they issued credits to people who already had the early access game. So something must have happened in-game that was pretty bad if they had to release credits for people. I hope all gouging live service games fail. Only the gouging ones. While I don't play online multiplayer myself, I think a solid game with respectable pricing is absolutely fine.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that list is exceptionally small. Let me list it off. 1, Warframe. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. So I've got my rant screen up.
Let's fucking go.
I've got my rant screen up. Okay, so here we go. Here's my rant of the week, and I should have hit record. So I'm gonna hit record right now, just so
I didn't even have to get you riled up on this one.
No, this was prepared. This was fucking prepared. Okay, rant starting now. Harley Quinn was a fucking mistake. The biggest mistake DC has fucking made. You fucking idiots. Why did you put this goofy fucking bitch in the front seat of your fucking franchise? You have the biggest superheroes, the biggest ones, the oldest ones, the most popular ones, and you put this bitch as the fucking lead, and now this bitch gets the fucking honor of killing Batman. Are you fucking kidding me? She is Joker's bitch. Literally, that's what she is. She's Joker's bitch. That's what and now you put her ahead. It's just horseshit. Come on, DC. Rocksteady, you fucked up, man. You fucked up making this stupid damn game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All the good fucking will, like, okay, let's Batman Arkham Asylum 3, Arkham Knight, or whatever the fuck it was called, wasn't your best. It wasn't. It was still a good game, wasn't your best. But you've lost all your fucking goodwill with this shit. Gotham Knights, everybody forgot about that shit. I didn't forget about it. Nobody played it. It was a dumb premise too. You fucked up on that. Stop with these fucking multiplayer live service games. Nobody wants to play them, and nobody wants to play this dumb shit. Harley Quinn was a fucking mistake. Stop it. DC, Warner Brothers, stop it. Margot Robbie looked cute in that little fucking t-shirt for a minute. Nobody cares anymore. It's over. It's done. Let it go. Let it go. Put her back in the fucking pasture as the D-list fucking enemy that she always was. She's a fucking D-lister. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Rant over. Anyway. Yeah, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League is fucking, it's retarded, man. Come on. It's stupid, man. I don't know why they're doing this shit. Why they thought any idea of like, okay, she's not great. She's terrible. She's a fucking terrible character. And when she was first in, she was
icon for trailer trash cosplay.
Well, that's the thing, man. So originally Harley Quinn was actually created in the cartoon series, in Batman the Animated Series in the 90s. She was originally created.
A WB show.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Show. And it's like she wasn't in the comics at all. So she wasn't actually in. Well, it's not just comics, it's movies, it's cartoons, it's games. It's like they've tried to put this literal psychopathic bitch as the fucking, like, she's the poster girl for your, like, Cray Cray girl is your fucking poster girl now? That's a fucking it's bad optics. It really is. So, she's not, though.
She's sexy and funny.
Well, as a side piece. That's what she's sexy and funny as, not as a fucking lead. She's not a lead for a game, she's not a lead for a comic series, she's not a lead for a show.
I thought Jar Jar Binks was pretty sexy and funny.
Yeah,
apparently
sure.
I'm alone on that boat. She's the Jar Jar Binks of Batman.
No, she's not. No,
she's the fucking Jar Jar.
No, she's not.
I wouldn't go that. He's like, I wouldn't go that far. I might have done a rant about her and I said a lot of shit about the lady, but she ain't no fucking Jar Jar, all right? Whoa.
It's so okay. I don't know. I didn't watch them. Like, I watched the first Suicide Squad movie. Is whatever. I don't care to watch the Birds of Prey or none of that shit.
I think the coolest thing for Suicide Squad for me
Mark
is that
Hamill's Joker was actually really good. Too bad Mark Hamill's a piece of shit. Turns out.
Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
Wait, Luke Skywalker?
Yeah. Yeah. Terrible. You know, he tried to get his son knocked up a stripper and he tried to get the stripper to abort his granddaughter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's real great.
Jesus. Jesus, Luke. There's a I'm your father joke in there, but I'm not.
I'm not your grandfather.
I'm not gonna fucking touch that one. Oh no.
It's not. It's
the best part of Suicide Squad for me was the 21 Pilot song that all my friends are heathens now, you know. Just wait for
I don't remember. I remember a lot of that stuff.
It was a pretty good song. Well, it wasn't pretty good. It was. I like 21 Pilot. I still like 20. I've seen him live, and with my little brother, he really loved him. And they put on a good show, but it was catchy. It would be in your head like, I still don't know the lyrics. Oh, no, 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 no. Watch it. You know?
I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just I'm not a fan. Harley Quinn was a fucking mistake. She should have never been elevated She was popular in like one movie. That was it. Let her go. They've got too many other franchises they could do something with. They just fucked up, man. And honestly, there's more fucking female heroes in the DC that they could have showcased. Why they didn't, I don't know. Harley Quinn should have been a fucking recurring role in the Arrowverse on CW, and that's as far as she should have went. No.
This was just poking the bear now.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's a no, it's not great. It's not great. She was a mistake. DC was a mistake.
You just think women should stay in their place.
No, like I said,
Harley Quinn did stay in the kitchen barefoot and
Harley
pregnant. All right, if she ain't making sandwiches, I don't want to hear from her.
Did you know Harley Quinzel was an actual psychiatrist? That the Joker brainwashed while... Yeah, she was the Joker's psychiatrist in Arkham Asylum, and he manipulated her so much that she actually helped him break out, and she became his henchman.
You know, for someone who doesn't like her and believes she needs to be a side story, you sure do know an awful lot.
I didn't say I didn't do my research. I know. That's why I said she shouldn't be in a fucking leading role.
About her to know that you don't want her there.
And it's coming up. We'll be right back after this ad. And there it is. So, yeah. Yeah, well.
Uh-oh. Ellipticus _ sounds like the harbinger of impending ads.
I need to fix that. Every
Beware,
time
world,
anybody,
for the
you
ads
or
are
me,
coming.
anybody, any sub people talk,
Brace yourself
starts
and
talking.
remember to stay cool amidst the marketing
can't hear.
madness. How can I assist you amidst this impending
Oh,
catastrophe?
she just started talking when I said ads incoming?
Yeah.
Or ads coming?
And ad break's over. Welcome back.
Yeehaw.
I was talking a minute ago.
Any interesting ads?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Characters can grow and change. That's true. But only if they're written that way. And here's the thing. She should have never been written that way. She should have never been elevated to that status. She shouldn't have. I'm sorry, she shouldn't have. Like I said.
Now, is DC the one who's kind of gone in the direction of glorifying villains?
Yeah, that's the Suicide Squad, yeah.
Okay. Well, then,
Marvel has too. Marvel has too with the Echo series. Echo's a villain.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Echo was a villain.
Why it's incredible.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Most insane people don't actually love her. They don't. That's why this game is gonna fucking shit.
Shouldn't have, according to what? Who?
She shouldn't have been.
According to the Intelligent Aces podcast.
Yeah,
taking
according
the
to
stand
me.
right now.
So
we're
anyway,
taking the stand that needed to happen right here, right now. It had to start somewhere, and it had to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now?
Right. No, like I said, there's a lot more. There's a lot more female superheroes that they could have showcased and they could have elevated. They did. I never did see it like a fucking Black Canary movie or Black Canary game or The Huntress or countless others. There was no Wonder Woman game. Wonder Woman got a movie at least. Yeah, Green Arrow's DC.
It seemed like it seemed like they were having really great success with their shows for a while.
They were. I thought the Arrowverse was pretty good. It got a little campy toward the end, but yeah, I thought it was good.
And then the Flash got into publicity headlines, right? The guy who played the Flash.
Yeah, that's the thing, though.
No longer in that.
That's the thing, though.
I don't think.
It made $1 million in one movie at a time when everybody was going to watch superhero.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I don't know if you were here, Bush. Suicide Squad 1 made almost like $700 million or some shit, like close to $1 billion. And it was by far the worst movie, like of the two supposedly, and Birds of Prey. Like critically, like and generally, like nobody really liked it. It was okay. I watched it. And supposedly the James
Gunn that it introduced,
and supposedly James Gunn's. I never watched Suicide Squad 2. Supposedly it's a lot better. But it only made half the money that Suicide Squad 1 made. And I don't know what Birds of Prey made. I'm sure it didn't make a lot. It wasn't ever really talked about that much. Well, yeah, that's right. But that's the thing. I think they branded on the wrong person. I think they could have done way more with a different character if they hadn't gave this one villain so much fucking power and influence. I think they could have done way better. And that's why I said I will stand by this. Harley Quinn was a mistake. Total mistake. and it's gonna ruin them. It's already has. Well, DC's ruined themselves. Let's be honest. Like they've made a lot of other fuck ups here recently, and James Gunn is not gonna save them. He's not.
I think they're embracing that whole glorifying the villain culture, and I think they're embracing the whole women in powerful leading roles culture. You know, I think it's a bandwagon. I think more and more women are becoming like people who make the financial decisions, not just for the house, but for themselves. So there's more spending money out there now on things just besides just makeup and traditionally feminine products, like, you know, targeting that direction. Like now there's women in gaming, there's women in superheroes, like there's women in comics. So I think they might have been trying to capitalize. Like I'm just approaching it like logically now, like why would they do that? And I think that's probably why, like trying to capitalize on that women in a leading role thing. And I don't know, Joker won an Oscar.
Yeah, he won an Oscar. Yeah, Joker. The Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar.
Oh yeah,
and it was the highest.
There was moments that were so fucking.
I never watched it.
You could see. Oh, he was good. He's a fucking great actor.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that movie was good.
Good actor.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things about the Joker movie, and it was like the highest grossing R-rated movie ever. It toppled Deadpool.
Oh really? Deadpool is fucking great.
Yeah, Deadpool's fantastic.
Is fucking great.
Yeah, toppled Deadpool. Like I said, they made the Joker. That's right. They made a good movie. I'm not saying they've made all crap movies. They've made a lot of crap movies and a lot of crap decisions, and I don't think they can ever turn the ship around. Now, having said that, they're making a sequel to the Joker. Do you know this?
Oh.
They're making a Joker 2. It's going to involve Lady Gaga, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be like a Harley Quinn type character, and it's going to be a musical. You're welcome.
Is Joaquin Phoenix still going to be in it? Because he does sing. Oh, cool. Well, then I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix was really, really good in Walk
We'll
the
see.
Line.
Yeah, he was.
Johnny Cash.
He was really good in Walk the Line. Yeah.
I was so skeptical when I went into that movie, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, but I never saw the Joker either. And maybe one of these days, I just won't watch a bunch of movies.
Not to get completely sidetracked, but you know Johnny Cash's grandson plays the guitar and sings his songs and sounds fucking just like him. Like you would swear.
I think I have heard that. Yeah.
Johnny Cash's spirit is like living in him or something. I don't know. That's just wild.
Well, the first Joker wasn't really a CGI orgy either. And look, so superhero movies are kind of fucked right now. I'm not gonna lie. Marvel's fucked themselves. DC's fucked themselves. And I think the superhero genre is gonna have to go through a new renaissance. And it may take, like I said, it may take off 4 or 5 years before they make it like another decent superhero movie. Somebody's gonna do it. It's gonna happen. But
Gladiator, Signs. Gladiator is one of my top 10 movies of all time.
They're making a Gladiator
sequel
2.
Gladiator sequel, baby.
I don't know, man. Just Hollywood, have an original thought for fucking once. That's not gay.
Oh, Titanic 2.
Titanic 2.
Yeah.
That's right. They are making a Titanic 2, aren't they?
Oh, I was joking.
I think they actually fucking are.
No way.
Dude, I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh, no. And you know, something interesting, actually, a lot of people don't know this, but the pools, they had deck pools on the Titanic. None of those pools actually lost any water. They still have water in them. So that's kind of an interesting little fact there. Yeah, so we kind of mentioned it last week. Of course, the podcast started originally with a movie review for the movie Godzilla, and now the movie is going to be re-released in America in black and white after it was released in Japan in black and white, and it was a hit there. If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie, and it's going to look really good in black and white. And I'm excited to do a podcast movie review on the black and white version for sure. It's up for an Oscar, by the way. So we really knew how to pick a movie to start a podcast with. Just saying. If that right there is
We
the clear
carry
evidence
mind
that
flayer
all of the opinions
parasites.
and views expressed on this podcast are not fucking of the highest order and should be treated so, then I don't know what else is. Evidence, folks. Evidence.
Yeah, Godzilla was fantastic. I posted a deal on our Discord about the new Henry Cavill movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you watch the trailer?
Which one? No, I read something today about he's like hiring people for a movie. I didn't watch the trailer though for a movie already.
Yeah. Well, we can watch it here. There's a lot of Godzilla. What?
You're fired, the Ellipticus.
What? You're fired, Ellipticus. Oh my god.
I was like super fucking delayed. Anyway, so.
Oh, it is a TTS. I didn't even.
Yeah, it's a TTS.
It was
It was super delayed. He put that in here like a minute ago. I think they said it. So -1 was what, the 50th anniversary or some shit like that of Godzilla. I think it's what it was. I think it was the 50th anniversary, or maybe it's the 70th. 70th. Yeah, 70th anniversary. That's what it was.
The oldest movie franchise in the history of movies.
Godzilla -1 was fantastic. Apparently, there's a series on Apple TV. There's a Godzilla series coming out, and then they're also coming out with is it Paramount or whichever major studio's coming out with the ones that did the King Kong Godzilla? Like they're doing another King Kong Godzilla.
Oh yeah, movie. That one's supposed to be coming out really soon.
Yeah, so there's like 3 Godzilla properties coming out within like a few months span or whatever.
The anime Godzillas on Netflix are fucking great. Were they like in the future?
Those were good. Well, there was the one too, the Shin Godzilla, which was like an anime, like a legit anime Godzilla. It was really good too.
Time to let Godzilla go in peace.
No.
Blasphemy.
Now look here. We got Godzilla. We got Godzilla here anyway. He's with us always.
Godzilla.
Now Godzilla's perfectly fine. Monster movies are still perfectly fucking fine. And it goes to prove that like -1, one of the top rated movies. And I think they're getting a nod at the Oscars. Not that anybody is gonna watch whatever, but like they got nominated for like best visual something, some graphic thing or whatever, which is crazy because they only had a $15 million budget, and all these other shows that like heavily CGI with $200 million budgets or whatever, aren't going to get it. He's not been done. He's an iconic staple, country boy. He's an icon. He's not been done to death, and it's great that they like I said, a 70th anniversary movie comes out and it's like the best movie of fucking 2023. And it's a Godzilla movie? Come on.
It's got really good cinematography, too. It's not just another Godzilla movie. It's not just like someone with a little fucking Godzilla toy going through a little fucking Lego town, and the camera jiggles and shit. And there's a lady on the street going, "Oh, Godzilla! Ah!" I mean, there are some moments like that. But, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's really fucking good. It is. It's really fucking good.
Really
like,
good.
You get wrapped up in it, and it's not just a Godzilla movie, it's a timepiece too. That's an important factor. Is it's like a World War II era timepiece.
Yeah, it's a period piece.
And you feel that. You don't feel like you're watching a modern movie about like Godzilla from the past. You feel like you're watching a movie that was made from that time. It's got that like widescreen Ben-Hur 10 Commandments type
Matthew Broderick one.
I only like the one with Matthew Broderick.
The fucking
and the Puff Daddy fucking song.
Yeah. The fucking dude.
God, country
the worst
boy.
one.
Oh my god. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Oh shit.
He's an icon in Tokyo.
He's an icon worldwide.
That's the only one I like. Well, I'm a little biased too. Everyone's like, a lot of people like the football team that their dad liked because that's.
You mean the one where that Godzilla was a tranny?
Did she start hermaphroditing?
Well, she laid eggs.
Oh yeah.
And there was only one Godzilla. He was asexual or asexually reproduced or whatever. It's 6FS24. It's 2024. What you're trying to say? You're mad because I said tranny? Oh well. Obsidian explains. So there's another story I found. Obsidian explains why they only Avowed only lets you play as a human or an elf. So this game's racist because it doesn't let you play as everything you want to play as. I don't know. This story I just popped up. I don't know. I don't really even know what this Avowed is. What is this? Upcoming Obsidian RPG Avowed takes place in your whatever. I don't know. Pillars of Eternity. I don't know what this game is. Alright, moving on. Well, there was Mothra. Mothra was female. So, the Witcher remake. No, I don't. Get out of here. I don't want you. I don't want your fucking. What is this? What is this bar?
Oh, is this the trailer you were talking about?
For Stellar Blade?
Oh no, for the.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. It was a fucking Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Get it right here. Now we may get copyright.
Gus March Phillips.
Oh, Country Boy seems to know a little bit about Gus' job, just like with Harley Quinn.
What's the plan? To neutralize the German U-boats.
Chase do a lot about it. Looks like Country Boy doesn't like Gus, but he sure does know a lot about Mothra.
So this
Hitler is not playing by the rules.
I like this.
So neither are we.
It's like a dumb, manly action movie.
That I'm not very popular with the administration. The reason they find you unattractive is the very reason I find you attractive.
If I'm to do this, I'll need my own team. You won't like them. They're all... mad.
They'll need to be.
Bruckheimer and
This
Guy
is
Ritchie.
an unsanctioned, unauthorized
That's the
mission.
guy from.
If we
That's the guy
fail,
from Robin Hood Men in
England will
Tights.
be condemned
Yeah.
to a lifetime under the
funny as
German
fuck.
boot.
That's Reacher.
I said, that is not a dog. That is my wife.
Oh, Nazi hunters.
It's very good.
Like the Glorious Bastards, kind of.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
You and your operation are reckless. Abort this mission
I
now.
got a bow and arrow on him.
Hello, can't hear you. Please do.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking badass. World War II Legolas.
It looks really good. I want. This is. I'm probably gonna go see this movie in theaters. Fucking Henry Cavill's the best, man. He's the best. He's like one of the most, like, honestly, he's like one of the most real people in Hollywood. And the reason why he's not playing The Witcher anymore was because he was actually a Witcher fan and knew the characters better than the fucking people writing the show. And he butted heads with them constantly. And then they wrote him out, basically, and they made it like the Witcher show.
The Witcher out of The Witcher.
Yeah, they did. Henry Cavill's a real one, man. Henry Cavill's good. He's honestly, like, he's a fucking huge nerd. Video game player. Like, he plays fucking WoW raids and shit like that, and paints like Warhammer minifigs and stuff. He's a fucking huge nerd. And played fucking Superman, you know. So
Woo.
yeah, no, he's a real one. You can like him or not, but I do hate WoW. No, I do. I can't stand WoW, but like, he's a legit nerd. I can appreciate that. Oh yeah, Blizzard sucks. All Blizzard games fucking terrible.
He makes it into the nerd party, okay? We don't have to like why he's there. We just have to accept the fact that he came.
But no, like, you know, people that actually like to me, I've watched interviews with him. He's fucking genuine. You don't see that a lot. So yeah, no, this movie, I'm definitely gonna go watch this one. Yeah, see, look, I'm not the only one. The game that ended Rocksteady, you can't see it. It's because there's shit behind it. I'm not the only one to come up with this fucking thing. Speaking of The Witcher, they said there's a modern reimagination of ones in the 80s. Yeah, Christopher Reeves.
Never liked Superman. I remember him because I grew up with the ones from the 80s. I have a horrible joke. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeves?
What?
Christopher Walken. Sorry.
Yeah, because he's still alive.
Sorry, Mom. You're watching.
She's not watching, probably. She's next door.
She didn't even watch my stream. I don't think she knows how to use Twitch. She asked me one day, "How do I find it?"
I'm curious. I'm curious about this. We will see. Like, so they're gonna do a modern. I hate this. What is this bar? What is this website? What a piece of shit. Can't even see the fucking title thing. It's like it doesn't even fit up there. Anyway, so they're talking about a modern reimagining, and this could just be a clickbait title too. Like, the game is old, so they're gonna have to redo in this remake or whatever. But I don't know if they're actually gonna take anything. And honestly, like, I didn't play The Witcher 1. I really only played The Witcher 3, so I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna take out. But so that there's a controversy going around right now. I'm not super invested in it. I've seen that people were upset, so I thought I'd plug this in. I'm not super invested in this one. Yeah.
Well, I'm fucking pissed. First of all, just another example of, what are we talking about again?
I was talking about The Witcher, the original Witcher.
Witcher is a classic title, all right? And it's not right what they're doing. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played them.
The Witcher 3 was fantastic. I played a lot of that game. Sci-fi person, like Star Trek, Babylon 5. Was that it?
Oh yeah, Babylon.
You only like Charm because of Alyssa Milano.
There was a bunch of.
That's the only reason I like Charm.
There's a magic ancient Roman stuff with.
Well, so that's what the Witcher's like that.
Oh, and don't forget Game of Thrones.
No, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Are you fucking shitting me, laddie? What the fuck? You have no idea. You don't even know about the old gods. You just know about the new, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't have HBO at the time, and
oh yeah,
I don't know, I've since then had HBO, and I still didn't watch it. I don't know. Probably.
I caught on the last season, right in the beginning of the last season, and I was really happy because I could binge watch all the previous seasons. But I think by like episode 2 or 3 of the last season, I had to start waiting for the next week for the episodes to come out, and that shit sucks.
Yeah,
that shit sucks.
No, everybody I've heard, said it's great. And like one of these days, I'll probably sit down and watch it all. Just. That's because George R.R. Martin is. Well, he's a lazy piece of shit. I mean, I think there's a number. There's like a counting number. It's like 4,000 something days since he wrote the last book or whatever. He still hasn't written that. It's like over 15 years. What, some like crazy number of days or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, they wrote it and they didn't care about a lot of the shit. Where's mine? Oh, they're out there. I'm under a pen name. You'll just never find them.
Right. What's the name of the person who writes all the Harry Potters?
Fuck.
Anyway, that's Mayonnaise' pen name.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling, thank you. Yeah. My brain just fucking stopped. I could see it. I could see the fucking book, but I couldn't fucking see the name. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
And my pen name is I keep saying pen name. My pen name is damn it. Now I can't think of it. Who wrote Goosebumps?
R.L. Stein?
R.L. Stein, yes.
I can remember
R.L. Stein.
I can remember that, but I can't remember fucking J.K. Rowling. What the fuck is wrong?
No, I can't take credit for that high level of literacy. I'm behind the Where's Waldo novels.
Yeah. Where in the world's Carmen Sandiego?
Hey, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? That was my shit. That was my
That
shit.
was
We
good.
had the game in school on a floppy disk that you played in the computer.
Oh,
and
wow.
It was like
You guys were
some kind of a
highfalutin
game. Yeah, and we had the Oregon Trail and Family Feud. Those were the games that you could play on the computer. And that was if you finished your. We had like a typing thing. It was Los Angeles County Public School System, where I went to school, and they had like these little covers that went over your keyboard, and it was like a plastic.
Oh yeah, the plastic guard
tray
thing. Yeah, it's like a fucking sneeze guard.
And like in the beginning, I was there. I remember the first year they brought the computers in and everything, and it was like really cool looking. By the second year, those little plastic things were all fucking nasty, discolored, like barely translucent,
bubbly.
Like,
yeah,
it was fucking nasty. You could actually see what you're putting your hands on.
Yeah.
And it was fucking horrible. But you had to do typing class. It was like it had some kind of a computer program, and once you got to a certain words per minute, you could move on to fun stuff on the computer. Disguise this fun stuff, but it was still learning.
Right. Oregon Trail. I remember those. Fun. I remember that stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know. That's kind of all the topics I have. Anything else? I got time to kill.
Well, just to recap, in case you guys didn't notice, this was one topic that I still am I can't believe it's actually a thing. But scientists at MIT were able to bring up Doom, the game Doom.
Oh yeah.
On gut bacteria on a E. coli display. It's not color. It's basically fluorescence bacteria. They made a 32 by 48 black and white display. It takes about 8 days for the first frame to properly come up in sequence. But
like I said, still loads faster than DOS.
Right, still loads faster than DOS. To play the whole game would take 600 years with I don't think this is good.
What was the name of the lady?
Oh, Ram Lamb.
Oh, Black Betty.
Ram Lamb. Yeah, you can't see that. But it's basically a really super pixelated black and white screen that says Doom that took 6 days for the bacteria to make. But it's kind of interesting, the fact that they can actually get living organisms to, one, interact with programming, let alone make sense of it. Like, to actually have something that isn't just jumbly, whatever on the other side. And the fact that they had to wait 6 days is kind of crazy. Like, at what point did they, how many times did they fail that experiment? They're like, well, we waited 30 days, but nothing ever showed up. You know what I mean? Like, when did they finally realize they got it?
So, Country Boy's talking about the new version of the movie Dune. I think it was a damn flop. I haven't watched it yet. I think Bushwick
is it out today?
Ranted and raved. No, the first one. So Dune 2 comes out this year, right?
Either today or the 1st of March. The new version of the movie Dune, I think, was a damn flop. It sucked. Country Boy,
I haven't watched it. I don't actually have an opinion on this one because I don't know.
All right. So I got a bone in this pot. All right, we're gonna stir it to get the proper bone soup here made. Now the spice must flow, right? And the old ones were classics. They were unique and they have a cult following. And it was a great mixture of science fiction, of true sci-fi, of the actual fucking witches in space and magic in space and shit. And that was fucking amazing. And I love the original too. But the new movie is fucking great. And I'm so fucking stoked for this sequel. And Sting in space. Exactly.
I don't understand that.
So, well, the guy Sting, who sings Roxanne, you don't got that on your red
The musician
light.
Sting.
Yeah, he was in the original Dune. He played one of the Harkonnens.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Harkonnen. So in the future of humanity in space, the rising families rise up in different factions throughout space. So it's House Harkonnen and House Arrakis. No, wait, Planet
You're
Arrakis.
explaining the lore to me that I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know. I don't really care.
And,
Like, it's just
and
not
so
doing
all
anything
the
for me.
houses all have like, a seat in like a galactic congress or whatever. But ultimately the goal is to take control of this one desert planet called Arrakis. Because Arrakis it's a big, awful, horrible planet and it's all desert, but it's got spice. And spice is needed because spice is a drug that the pilots take, and then the pilots who go do interdimensional space travel. The only way that humans can pilot these ships through the interdimensional portals and stuff is while they're high on spice, basically. And so it's the most sought after thing in the entire universe because in order to travel far in space, you need your pilots high on spice. Well, and also people like just getting high on it and stuff too in general.
Right.
But everyone wants control of that planet, and if you're the house who's been granted control of that planet, then you're basically getting rich as fuck because you're in control of the spice production that the entire universe is relying upon. And so it's documenting the fight on planet Arrakis. And there's Aboriginal people living on planet Arrakis. And those people are part of the story as well. And they've got prophecies, and it all kind of ties in together. And so it's this great space. I like the new one. I really did like the new one. It didn't have that same like ultra fucking revolutionary feel that the old one had, but it tried its best. I felt like you could definitely tell that it was Dune. I think especially with the music. The music alone is fucking like Elden Ring level epic, in my personal, humble, and always correct opinion.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I may get around to watching Dune one of these days before the next one comes out. It comes out this year, so maybe sometime around then I'll check it out. I don't know. I've heard good things, and then supposedly there's which I haven't heard any more about it in a while. Which the people who make the Conan Exiles survival game,
I had no idea there was a miniseries.
They're making a Dune game in the Conan style.
That sounds fucking great. I downloaded that Dune Spice Wars game this last week off of Game Pass, Xbox PC Game Pass. It's an RTS style game that's basically like StarCraft. Down. Yeah, and you gotta mine the spice and build an outpost on the planet and stuff. But I was playing, so there's literally like a super, super, super easy mode, and then the next mode was called Kid Mode, and then the next mode was called Easy Mode. And then there was regular, and there was hard, and there was like crazy or whatever, right? I started off on easy, and I couldn't even get through the fucking tutorial. So I went to Kid Mode, and I got like halfway through the tutorial, and then hit a roadblock again. And I was like, I'm not going to the easiest mode on this game. I'm just gonna delete it because I'm fucking better than this. And I feel like I know RTS pretty fucking well, and I just felt like a dumbass. It's so fucking hard, the Spice Wars game. And then there's an old school version of the Spice Wars game, like super retro game. And Retro Island Games was recently playing it. And he was having just as much trouble as I was on the old one. And I didn't know they were making a new game. I'm all about Dune, dude. I'm a huge Dune dude. I really like Dune. I do like some Dune. The spice was flow.
I wanted to show this. This was a graphics comparison. That's quality. That's it. That's 1440 quality on my it. This is Arkham Knight, the game that came out years ago. And the first frame was of the new Suicide Squad game. This game came out on the PS4, and I believe it was 2016 or something like that.
Oh, there's your favorite character.
Yeah. This is Harley in Arkham Knight on the left, and then Suicide Squad on the right.
A former therapist with a baseball bat competing in a world of superheroes.
Kind of hard for you. It's kind of hard to see.
At least Batman is a millionaire and a billionaire, and he's got access to all that technology. It makes sense. Harley Quinn, it's just a therapist with a baseball bat. who's been brainwashed by a psychopath. Which once again
just
goes to show that Charles Manson had an effect on people. And clearly, it was amateur compared to the Joker.
So apparently Harley steals Batman's gear to be able to traverse in this game.
Did you know this game is this series is like one of the only series that really addresses that shows prison and incarceration and starts to address it. They go into the jails and stuff. A lot of times you
Arkham
forget
series, yeah.
how many fucking people are actually fucking in prison, in jail in this country. I didn't realize.
And I have forgotten how good this game looked.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking amazing. It looks really good. It looks better than Cyberpunk when Cyberpunk got released.
Right.
Yeah, apparently though, the United States has got a huge portion of the. Well, I guess we don't really know how many people are imprisoned in North Korea and stuff. So
Right.
I'm gonna take that whole statement back.
Ah, man, this game looks so good. I'm pretty sure Harley was a playable character in one of these. It's like a DLC playable character.
You hear that, Bush? Mr. Bushwick.
I mean, it looks like it plays a lot like how Justice the Avengers game played, which was fun, but I don't know, man. I think everybody's hating on it. The live service games are kind of getting shit on.
The price gouging ones. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, they're charging like 70.
Games.
Okay, we can do that.
I was gonna make the joke again in case Bushwick wasn't here since he plays. What was it?
Warframe. Yeah, Warframe is the only good live service, and he'll agree.
It was on Reddit. So let's go over a list of all of the live service games that are non-price gouging, and it was number 1, Warframe. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Warner Brothers video games always on live service. DC. Fewer live service games in 2024. Already starting out great, apparently. Power World's a fucking live service game. Power World's different. Power World's a survival craft game with servers for multiplayer servers and stuff like that. Not a lot of DLC stuff like Conan. Well, they didn't really have DLC. I guess they did have some pack stuff you could buy at the beginning. I can't remember. It's been a minute. They've got a lot of DLC stuff now for different texture, not textures, but building material stuff or whatever you could buy as DLC. But,
that's with the Minecraft stuff.
But I mean, it adds more to the actual game. So to me, those aren't bad things. When games like Apex want to charge you, you can randomly roll if you spend $150, you might get all the fucking cosmetic outfits or whatever from this pack or whatever. That shit kind of so. It's a free to play game. Apex is a free to play game, but it still feels scummy when they do stuff like that to me.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, and they introduced base skins for your guns that create a pay-to-win environment. Skins where your iron sights are incredibly different than the regular gun skin. Yeah. The only way to get that, is to pay, different events that they have. There's a couple of guns that have specific skins that everybody wants because the iron sights on it are better than any scope that the game even has. So it's that right there takes it away from, it's not just the skin anymore, and it's not just something that, if you play the game a lot, it's a free-to-play game, you can start to justify spending money on it because you want to look cool, you want to have fancy things, you play it all the time, and you want to change it up. But when you start to make it pay to win, I think that's really where you start to kind of You know, and Apex doesn't go super far with that, but they have with the weapon skins. I mean, specifically, they have, and with the heirlooms, I think as well. I think
yeah, the heirlooms
are ridiculous.
Yeah, it seems like super.
Got over 10,000 hours on fucking Apex, and I have one fucking heirloom on my PlayStation account that I got through the way the game is naturally supposed to introduce heirlooms to you, and I have one on my new PC account that I paid an absurd amount of money for because I'm addicted to Apex and I have no sense.
Yeah, see, man, it doesn't make... It's crazy, right? The heirlooms, like, I get it, they should be a rare thing, but, like, you shouldn't have to drop hundreds of dollars to try to get a fucking heirloom. And like, so the chance is, like, it's what, super low? Like a 0.001% chance or some shit you'll get it out of a box? Forget the materials or whatever?
Well, they changed it now to where every 500 Apex pack, every 500 Apex packs that you open, when you open an Apex pack, within 500, you can get it at 2, you can get it 499.
So if you don't...
In 500, you're supposed to get a fucking heirloom. Well, I can guarantee you they introduced this new system, and it's every other level. When you reach level 99, or when you reach level 100, you get an Apex pack. When you reach 102, you get an Apex pack. Well, when you reach 500, it restarts you now, and you go back, but you change colors. So you can technically go to level 2000 now, but it goes to 500 and restarts you. So with that new deal, you should be when you reach level 1000, you're guaranteed, even if you never opened any Apex packs through any events or anything, you only open the packs that it gives you when you level up. By level 1000, you should have a guaranteed heirloom.
So by level of
2000,
yeah, by level 1000, by level 1000. So how many fucking hours is that?
I mean, I got it a long time ago. I reached that level and I didn't get it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's
bullshit. It's not real.
Yeah, so the game that gives like a gambling thing too. I don't really care for that. Yeah, and here's another thing too. So like Payday 3 came out and it's gone. Like nobody really talks about Payday 3. Huge launch that just fucking like you couldn't even play the game for the first week because their servers were just such shit. They didn't have the right servers and there's a lot of ill will to it. I played it for I think I got 20 something hours into it. We kind of beat all the missions, but there was no real replayability to it. Like Payday 2 was still around for a long time, but they were still just like, and people are still playing Payday 2. They're not playing Payday 3, even though like supposedly they've added more maps and stuff, but I haven't went back and tried it again. I haven't. Nobody wants to play it anymore. And you can't really play it solo. You can't play it offline. So. Yeah, live service games, they've shot themselves in the foot with that shit. Yeah. So yeah, there was talk about Sony is delaying live service games. They're gonna try to, but I've also heard that like they were gonna add a multiplayer mode to God of War or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but supposedly they were gonna try to do that. But maybe they're not gonna do it anymore.
Is it going to be with randos or like you team up with a buddy?
I'm sure it's going to be some kind of PvP bullshit, I imagine. I don't know for sure.
And then another Battle Royale game got scrapped as well.
Yeah.
Halo. Halo.
Halo was going to have a BR?
Yeah, and it was supposed to be coming out for release. And it just recently got announced that all of it's been completely taken off the table.
Well,
and the comments on all of the articles from all of the Halo fans and all of the Halo groups that I've seen it get shared in, not one person was like, "Oh man!" Not one person. Every single Halo fan was like, "Thank God, maybe they can get back to focusing on the real Halo now." And I was like, Halo fans don't want Battle Royale. Battle Royale is there, and Halo fans are looking at it, and they're saying, no, thank you. I have Halo. I don't need Battle Royale. Please do not bring Battle Royale into Halo. It's clearly why I'm playing Halo and not fucking Battle Royale. And I get that, and I respect it.
I was thinking I had this like crazy idea today. It's kind of off topic, but remember we were playing Starship Troopers, right?
Oh, yeah.
For like a minute. I was thinking, if I could do a decent Trump impression and then do like Starship Troopers, and then it's just you do Trump impression playing Starship Troopers. Like, oh no, it's fucking Antifa, and you shoot the fucking the big one pops up.
Protect the president.
Fucking Rosie O'Donnell out here.
Oh shit.
Starship Troopers, and it's just Trump playing Starship Troopers.
So what's the deal with Nikki Haley? Is she doing good in a lot of states still, or is it like?
I don't really want to get in.
I
don't really want to get into a lot of the politics. Like I would talk your ear off about politics, but I don't know if I want to do that on this channel. Right. I may fire up a different political channel down the road. I'm highly considering doing that. But just because, like, I don't know, politics divides a lot of shit, and like I have my opinions.
No, I totally understand.
And I said the Trump thing.
You were mentioning before, you gotta isolate your time. Like, if you want to make a fan page for Nancy Pelosi on your free time, I respect that, and I'll let you do that, and I won't bring it up during this podcast. As a devoted Nancy Pelosi follower, I understand that you want to keep things separate, and that's fine with me.
Nancy Pelosi's huge cleavage, whatever the fuck.
Okay, I'm done now. I opened a can of worms, and I will fucking factory reseal that bitch. Put it back on the shelf.
Oh shit! Well, now we're at an hour and a half though.
Oh, nice.
Pretty close.
Well, technically not, but yeah.
Pretty close. So yeah, man, I don't know. So I had the plan for the rant. I'm gonna stand by it.
Cool rant screen, by the way. I like it.
Yeah, I just went in and just did a PNG of rant or whatever.
Pretty good.
I've got my own rant screen. Rant.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Not bad. I'm working on it. More shit.
Oh wow, and it auto adjusted my window too. I just realized.
Well, it's because I moved your window in a different spot on another scene. It's two different scenes, so I switch between scenes. That's why I'm trying to this is the scene from my rant, and then I switched to the other scene versus our normal talking. So I don't know if the windows are too small. Like, maybe I need to do a bigger, two side-by-side windows with this, bigger picture. I don't know. I guess we can wait for some feedback. But I just don't know if the pictures need to be bigger or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like this setup here. Click that off and get rid of that. Hide that shit. Yeah, man. No, it was a good podcast though. Rocksteady has Suicide Squadded themselves.
I like how you're
Marvel is
slowly developing segments.
Marvel is
great
is
idea.
Deadpool. Yeah, I do. There's a couple other things I wanted to do. I want to try to start getting some guests and stuff on and do.
And I know you're passionate about cooking too. Maybe even a weekly recipe feature. Something that
I don't know. Like, down the road, I wouldn't mind doing
not actually live cooking, just bringing up a recipe. Like, here's our recipe for the week for anyone who's looking for ideas on cooking or something.
I want to try to do more
in general.
I want to try to get more YouTube videos uploaded. They say, you don't really start counting your YouTube views until you get it. Well, this is a Mr. Beast quote. It was like, you don't look at your YouTube views until you've posted 100 videos or whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna, because they're I don't know, they're probably not gonna be good. You can see from the start.
I like the ones that you've got already. The shorts are great.
That's another thing I need to do. I need to get on that program again and throw some of these on there for the shorts clippers thing. Clipping out segments. I should be writing time codes down, so we get when we stop talking about this one thing, put that as a time code or whatever. So I could either clip it out and just do a 10-minute segment video and post it on YouTube.
If you use that program eclipse.gg, when you, instead of having to write them down, when you move on to a next segment, you can just audibly say the word eclipse, and the AI afterwards, when you upload the whole video, it picks up whenever you say eclipse and goes in there, edits it for you. I've yet to personally do a bunch with it, so I can't vouch.
Yeah, I gotta mess around with some more stuff. I've started another YouTube video. I've got the script typed out. I need to get some more video clips. I found an editor on Fiverr or whatever. I'm gonna send it off to an editor and actually have it done. I'm trying to decide if I want to narrate it or if I want to do like Aya's AI voice to narrate it. I'm trying to decide what would sound better.
I can also lend my voice if you need.
Well,
I do have an announcer voice when I can use it.
Well, this is just like reading a script that I wrote. But like I said, I thought about having Aya do it. That's, AI assistant or whatever. So I was having an AI voiceover to read it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I can't quit yawning. There's a lot of AI voice videos or whatever. And Aya makes sense because that's kind of the whole point of her. She's the assistant for Intelligent Aces or whatever. So her reading stuff. I've got some other cool ideas. I would love to do a loading screen, like a stream starting screen of like a static. Okay, so imagine like a old school 2D. You ever played like Streets of Rage or whatever? Like those side scrolling, like you move across the map, and you can also move like up and down the street and stuff.
Yeah.
When you're fighting in those games. So imagine like a map like that, but that's your picture. And then Aya, so it's kind of like a semi 3D, 2D plane pixel. And then Aya kind of moves around like she's doing, like it's inside of Mayonnaise' PC or whatever. And Aya's in there like organizing files and whatever. So being like an actual, that's what I want the loading screen to be, like an animated loading screen.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just have to like probably shell out a shitload of money. I thought about going on like downloading Unreal, because you can actually get Unreal Engine. You don't actually have to pay for it unless you make a shit ton of money. I forget what it is. Like after you make a certain amount of money, that's when you start paying royalties to Unreal.
Oh wow.
So you can download and fuck around with Unreal Engine, and you can make games. Yeah.
What's the download on that file? Jesus.
I don't know. Bush has it. Bush and him are fucking around with a video game right now. Oh, kind of cut out. You went robot on me for a second. Your robot. I don't know what happened to your signal. Go bad. I don't know what happened. Word fuck up. My Discord. Your video's fine, it's just your audio got messed up. I don't know what's going on. Got Robot Eli here tonight.
I
don't know. You're still kind of robotic to me. No, that mic's not working. I can hear you. It's just your robot-y, so I don't know. It's like your internet went bad. I was saying your headset's not even hooked up right now. Technical difficulties at the end of the podcast, as well as at the beginning.
I know.
There you are. Fuck. I don't know, dude. It's just robots. Just robots. But I don't know if you can still hear me. I'll go ahead and just sign us off because we're at an hour and a half now. So this has been. Let me sit up in my chair so I'm about to fall asleep in my chair, it feels like. This has been episode 7 of Intelligent Aces podcast. As always, I'm your host, Mayonnaise Chase. Ellipticus _ was with me. Episode number 7. I did my rant. We've got. I'm gonna try to get the YouTube uploaded by Saturday. That's what I'm shooting for. Maybe I'll get it uploaded tomorrow if I get a wild hair. I normally try to get it downloaded and edited mostly and ready to go by Saturday. It'll be up. If there's anything else that you get, so go check it out on our YouTube page. Follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna be posting all my YouTube videos, and my streams and stuff will be posted on my Twitter, as well as my Twix account, my X account, Main Ace Chase on X. I will be there giving hot takes to VTubers and other things that I follow on X or whatever right now. I'm trying to get that bigger. Tell your friends, tell them to swing by. Thank you everybody for stopping in. Once again, thank you for all thanks you for chatting, coming in and telling everything. Eli wants to say bye, but his microphone went robot. Oh, now Aya's gonna say something because Eli just posted a bunch of shit. Aya's fixing to talk to us.
Wow, ellipticus underscore.
Yeah,
That's quite the enthusiastic chant you got there. Maynak Kayapat Maynak Kintases Maynak Bang Maynak Dance Maynak Dreamy. Keep
She's
that
reading
energy
well.
up and keep rockin'. If you need any assistance along the way, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Aya.
Yeah, there's Aya. Cool. She does she pops the emotes into. Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
let's go.
Yeah. I got my animated emotes up. All right, guys. Well, anyways, thank you for stopping in. We'll be back yet again next Thursday, 7 Central Time, for episode number 8 of the podcast, and we'll see what pops up through the week. So we're gonna sign. Well, actually, we should probably raid out. I totally forgot we should raid. What the fuck?
Oh,
am I
yeah.
doing? Hang on, let me move your thing away. What? Remind me later. I don't even know who's streaming right now. I know Nico's streaming. Who else? What else do we got? I should have looked for a raid channel.
Tell him the old PD failed and all this other bullshit.
We look for more podcasts.
I'm down. I'm looking I don't got. Oops. Accidentally clicked off the stream.
I need to figure out, like I said, I need to figure out my clip situation. Every time I get a shout out, I get these like old ass clips that I don't even remember doing.
Yeah, I just went through and got a bunch of mine fixed. I was all over the place with mine. Did you need some recommendations?
I'm scrolling through. You can vamp for a second, though. I'm scrolling through to see if...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, another successful podcast today on Main Ace Chase's Intelligent Aces podcast. This is podcast number 7. We appreciate everybody being in here. We've covered an amazing variety, amazing variety of topics today. Of course, if you have anything you'd like us to discuss, think about it throughout the week. Be sure to shoot a message or be here early for next week's podcast, and we'll get right down into the nitty and the gritty, whatever it is you'd like to.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out another episode of Intelligent Aces podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube and go follow us on Twitch and X. And all the rest of our socials will be posted down below. Thanks.